Today, we're diving into an exciting development, the creation of the American Sovereign Wealth Fund. Scott, given your new role, how do you envision this fund transforming U.S. economic dynamics?
The idea is to unlock value from the U.S.'s substantial assets. For instance, like how Norway has used its oil revenues to amass a $1 trillion fund, we can monetize American assets for our citizens' benefit. Initial tasks include refining the asset base and determining strategic investments.
A compelling vision. Still, critics argue that monetizing national assets could focus too much on short-term gains. Howard, how do you respond to such concerns?
Great question. The key is strategic management. By studying successful global models like the Singaporean Temasek with its diversified portfolio, we hope to build a resilient fund. It's about balancing current returns with future security.
As we engage with best practices, what are the anticipated trajectories for this fund a year from now?
We're aiming for operational readiness within a year, leveraging public-private partnerships to invest in infrastructure, tech, and healthcare. This isn't a sprint but a marathon projected to yield significant long-term benefits.
Discussing tangible investments now, let's consider potential assets. Scott, there's talk about real estate, technology, even national reserves. What strategic priorities are at play?
Absolutely. Besides conventional assets, innovation is crucial. For example, integrating tech companies offers potential. Imagine leveraging patents or equity deals in exchange for governmental support, akin to how the UAE has managed its tech sector investments.
Balancing high-tech ventures and traditional sectors, do you see risks that could hinder effective asset management?
A pertinent point, we could risk volatility in sectors like tech. Thus, diversification is key. Looking at the Australia Future Fund, which invests across multiple sectors, it's about creating a stable mix to weather economic fluctuations.
Looking forward, what asset classes will likely dominate our portfolio and drive growth?
We're focusing on technological innovations and green energy, echoing global trends towards sustainability. These areas promise pronounced growth and align with future global demands.
Managing such a fund raises important legal and ethical considerations. Scott, could you address how these are being navigated in the U.S. context?
Governance is indeed crucial. We plan to establish a transparent framework akin to Norway's ethical guidelines, ensuring investments align with public and environmental interests. Adhering to these principles keeps us accountable to the American people.
Yet there are concerns about oversight and decision-making power. Howard, how do you respond to calls for stringent checks and balances?
A valid concern. Structuring the board with diversified stakeholders ensures balanced governance. For instance, South Korea's National Pension Service incorporates multi-level oversight, resulting in accountable yet strategic decisions.
As compliance measures advance, what future challenges and innovations do you foresee in maintaining ethical integrity?
Increasingly, leveraging AI for investment assessments and transparency reporting can modernize compliance frameworks. These tools promise efficient oversight, adapting to complex regulatory landscapes and evolving ethical norms.
The ripple effects of this fund will be noteworthy. Scott, let's explore its projected impact on both domestic and international fronts.
Domestically, it's anticipated to generate significant revenue streams, funding infrastructure and tech innovations similar to Alaska's Permanent Fund, which distributes dividends to residents. Globally, it could enhance the U.S.'s financial diplomacy.
Critics might claim that large-scale capital deployments distort local markets. Howard, how do you envision navigating such economic dynamics?
It's about strategic investments to bolster rather than destabilize markets. Consider China's sovereign investment in Africa, building both local economies and bilateral ties effectively without undermining local industries.
As we embrace these opportunities, how might global partnerships evolve to support the fund's growth and ensure mutual benefits?
Collaboration with international financial bodies and bilateral ventures promise substantial growth. By aligning with global megatrends and sustainable initiatives, we can synergize efforts, maximizing economic benefits and fostering a shared global prosperity.